Alright, today's video, we got our CRX Racing Turbo Kit, the GT35R. Let me show you what we got. Now, we just got our kit here. Comes with a manifold, turbo, downpipe. This is for the downpipe. And then this is the wastegate. I got this I bought on Amazon. It's my fuel pressure regulator. And also on Amazon I bought the performance gauge, AEM, air fuel ratio, and high flow tank fuel pump from AEM. Here's the downpipe right here. So the video is going to be about installing the turbo kit. And we keep progressing on this car because we want this car to be 100%. But gotta take all the rusted bolts and stuff. Update, I also fixed the window washer or window wiper motor thingies that broke. So I put new bolts and nuts on there. So let's keep going. Alright, so to install the turbo kit, we gotta remove this bracket right here, this shield to get to the bolts of the manifold, which are under here. And then you gotta go underneath and disconnect the downpipe. Also disconnect your O2 sensor, take out your power steering reservoir, which I did. I have a leak, so I'm gonna fix that while I have it out. The leak's coming from here, so I'm gonna get it repaired because I can't find it online, and these cars are just pain in the butt to find parts. So I'm gonna take that off and send it out. Alright, so now we're underneath the vehicle. We're gonna remove those 3 bolts right there. Take it off the manifold right there, or the turbo, and then take out the rest of it. Alright, I took the exhaust off. So there's the little downpipe thing. There's the exhaust. So there's a few bolts that go on here. So you just take them out of, they're all 12s. So there's one here and one here, and then 2 up front. Right here. Alright, so I removed the shield, a couple bolts. This one I broke off because you can't get to it. So hopefully I can get to all the, looks like I can get to all the bolts and nuts from back here. I don't know about this one. This one down here, I think the turbo's gonna have to come off. So I'm gonna soak it. Alright, update. I removed the cooling hose right there, and then the oil feed right there, and the return right there, 2 bolts, and left it on there. So now I'm gonna go up on the thing and remove the turbo. All right, so the turbo's unbolted out, and I'm gonna expose the bolts for the exhaust manifold. So let me take this out and put this right back. There's the turbo. Came out fresh, nothing broke. It's for sale if anybody wants it. And now we made it to the bolts over here to take the, see what happens. All right, so now I'm removing the gasket, the exhaust manifold, turbo manifold, whatever you guys want to call it. There she is. And this had this cheap freaking gaskets too. Let's put the new on. Alright, so I cleaned the surfaces of each port. Left 2 studs on each side to hold the gasket. I might put more studs and bolts. It came with bolts, but let me put the manifold on next. Alright, so she's mocked up. A lot of room. I still gotta put the wastegate on. I'm just trying to see where I'm running all the water lines. I think that's how they go. They didn't give me no instructions, so I'm trying to figure it out. But she's looking good. Stay tuned for more. Alright, today we got the R34 side-on hood. Loading it up. And we're gonna load up the bumpers, GTR bumpers. And we might install them. So stay tuned for this build. Put it down. Oh my god, dude. So fresh. Oh my god. This thing's so fresh. Oh. Yeah, I can't wait to put this picture. Oh shit. So I haven't been able to record everything. I'm busy at work, but there she is. She's coming along. I took off the valve covers so we can paint them. I removed the little bypass tube that goes on the top of each valve cover. The grommet, I remove everything so I can get them done right. And they come right out. It's just they're you know, pushed in there. So let's paint these, get them ready. And then this bad boy, waiting for parts still. All right, today we're installing, well, I installed these air breathers for the catch can. You got them on eBay. They fit perfectly after I painted it. And I'm installing the gaskets. I just put some RTV there, and there, and in the back I put it on the grommets back there. And now I'm installing my new gaskets from Nissan. So gotta put them on. Fresh Tommy exhaust gasket because we don't use the crappy ones they came with. Where the crappy ones at? Came with some crappy stuff, man. These ones right here. These gaskets are no good, so don't even put them on, waste your time. Always get a metal gasket. All right, let's get it. Boom. All right, so I had trouble installing the throttle body. I got this from eBay, and the way you mount it up, you gotta use the old bracket. And what I did, you see right here, I made the one at the bottom down here. I cut into it so I can be able to slide it closer to the intake, so that it can clear right there. So it works good. It's just got a lot of tension on here, but that's how it is. So that's how you install the intake, the throttle body on the intake. And the car is definitely coming along now. Just gotta, that was a pretty rough part. Now I gotta do the fuel system, the injectors and stuff. And then after that, I'm gonna install all the fittings on the turbo for the coolant and stuff to get it done. So we keep it going, we're keeping it going. Sick stuff. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm putting the turbo together now. I use a wrench like this to get on there, and then I torque them down to 35 millimeters, all 4 bolts, to keep them tight. Now I'm gonna mount it onto the turbo or to the manifold, and those go to 39. So it's 4 more getting there. All right, so in order for you to install these CX Racing kit, it doesn't come with the AM fitting that goes to the block there. I had to order that on Amazon. And it doesn't, the hose that comes for the supply return line right there, that is also very thin. It doesn't fit. It sucks. So what I did, I bought my own hose. I bought this kit and I fitted the hose on there just like that. As you can see, I cut it and then I clamped it. I clamped it up there and I routed it down here, and then I had to get a reducer from like heater hose. I'm gonna do a metal one later on, but for now I'm just gonna try to get the car started and stuff, because this engine's gonna come out later on anyway, so this would be temporary. And I also got more oil hose, and this will go from here to down there to that spot right there. So, and then I'm also gonna put the other size, which is the next size up, this one. I'm gonna wrap it with that metal stuff so we can prevent it from heat messing it up. So let's get it. All right, now for the cooling lines, you're gonna use your old one and you're gonna cut them. I cut them and flared it on there, and this other line too. So on this line, I'm gonna cut this end, like around this area, and then flare it, and then I could be able to slide the hose and then clamp it down. But this mounts, this one's the one that goes behind the valve cover. It has a bracket and all. This one goes underneath the engine, bolted to the engine. And I'll show you where that goes. So that one goes in that hole right there, and the bracket is held by that bolt right there. And then I have, remember I told you guys about that oil feed? I had to get this from Amazon, because these guys didn't give me the rest of it. And then I have my oil return here, and you know, we'll keep going. So stay tuned. All right, so this bolt right here that goes to the block, that's for the coolant. That goes to 31 millimeters. And then this one here goes to 20 millimeters. I put 22 just to snug it up a little more. Tighten that to whatever, just snugged. And let's keep going. All right, so now this 2 coolant pipes to go to the turbo. Follow the OEM torque specs, and it says 33 to 41. I put them at 35 because I don't know these aftermarket, you know, bolts and stuff, how much they handle. So I went to that. Now I just gotta run my pipes, and that'll be all hooked up for the coolant system. Let's get it. All right, so I ran the coolant hoses. So that's how they should look. Remember the one that comes from back there. I don't think it matters where you put them, just as long as you have coolant going to them. And then the return line here, or this is not the return line, this is the actual feed line. So I just ran it behind everything and then put the hose right there. So that's how I ran that. Again, oil return, oil feed. Yeah, just snug it up over here and down there. So all that's done, turbo, everything's done. Just gotta put the wastegate, downpipe, and keep working. It's coming. I can hear this thing running tonight. All the fuel systems on. For the fuel system, I ran this hose to the filter. The return from over there, I ran it to the port here on this side, and then down there I ran the one to the return. So So that's how you run that fuel system. And I didn't see any leaks. I was at 20 psi and no leaks so far. So we'll find out when we start it. But it's coming along. Keep watching. Yeah, boy. All right, so now I'm gonna route all the vacuum hoses and stuff like that. This sensor here, they used to mount here. Took the bracket off, and the bracket looked like this. So it bolted on to here with a nut in the back. And what I did, I used this other bracket that was already in there that holds this brake lines. And there's a hole in that one, so you can just pop that sensor on there and hold it with the nut in the back. So routing that there. I want to route this to another spot too. I might turn it this way and make it look like, you know, better. So let's go. All right, so we made some progress today. Routed all that stuff, all the vacuum. I'm not sure if everything's right, but I'm gonna try it out, start it up without the piping and all that. Just put the down pipe down there. I put the wastegate with the screamer pipe going down to the wall there. So I routed PCV this way. I'm gonna try to get a 90-degree PCV hose to go down that way. I ran all the wiring and all that stuff, so let's hope it starts. I'm gonna attempt to start it. Took it out. Now I'm gonna make a lip on there like this because look, it's straight. So we're just gonna make a lip on there. I'll show you what I got. I got it off of Amazon for like 200 bucks. It's this tool that you clamp down on the end of this and then you twist it and it goes around. So we're gonna try it out, see if it works. Stay tuned. All right, she's all set up. So now we're gonna try it out, see if it works. All right, so that's how it came out. It was my first time, so it wasn't too good, but messed up right here, but I still was able to fix it. So that's how you just pretty much turn it clockwise. All right, so today I got the final piece of the puzzle. Got this reducer, so I can put 2.5 in there, and I'm gonna put my blow-off valve together. It's a Q style tile full race. So we're gonna put the vacuum hose plug there, and then we're gonna install this. So stay tuned. All right, so we have our kit here to mount our blow-off valve on that R34. So it comes with one of these fittings that will go there. And then you put a washer on the bottom and the top, and then you put this through. So one bottom, one on top, and then you put that through, screw it in here, torque it down, snug it. Then you're gonna put this little O-ring around this area so it can create a seal when you put this in there. And then you put the B-blank, this clamp, it looks like a B-bang clamp. So let's do it. All right, so there it is. Now let's mount it up and see where the little nipple's gonna be at. Alright, so she's installed. It's gonna mount up just like that. Now she's gonna be complete soon. See if she runs fine with everything I have done. So stay tuned. Alright, first start with everything hooked up the right way. Turn the wheel. The other way. Rev it up a little. Hold on. Turn it right there. Rev it up a little bit. Oh. It shut off?